just discussing that it's a double step. It's very, very quickly turning into a tickle. This is now the jump. Hit it harder. Grab a second and real jump. We do need to give a shout out, guys. You're going to hear a lot of names over the weekend. Hambly Haulage, they put up 38 tonnes. 38? 80 tonnes of rock. And that's 700 tonnes of dirt. We actually missed out a bit. That As far as we can tell, there's no other damage there. The diff has walked dramatically to one side, but it doesn't appear that things have shouldn't, which is really, really good to see. These boys are really making a place for this. Just like guys out there that are driving, you know, the tracks out there, there's a specific line. You might come to a particular obstacle that you don't really well, you might go, yep, I can do that finish line. Give it a little bit of right, give it a little bump, and he's definitely getting quicker through this little course here. They're both very friendly people, guys, so if you want to ask a question, even if you want to ask a question, approachable. This is the sport that we love, so ask a question. It could be the silliest, simple question of all. You just always went, I want the race. That's the highlight of that. Yep. I might only have one working eye, but it goes alright. So you'd see the car finish the course and the navigator scrambling with belts in the car trying to finish. Because they need to finish your time, they've got a DNF time. All the things are going to ruin your day. So it's not just like driving down aspect that come in. You might decide, I'm going to absolutely as fast as I can. On the flip side of maybe, you might just be like, nothing if they want to. Even though he's probably flattering and having fun. Cars as light and small as possible, so it's comfortable to sit in, that's a bonus. But we're not sitting in them all day. Whereas, what's cool cars? Classic. You've got to run them somewhere. You drink them, you can surround it close, it doesn't matter. Things still those old school Cymexes, I think they are. Yes, they are. The back tyres on these cars, unless that back left maybe might be a little bit low, believe it or not, the most common tyre pressure range you're going to see in these vehicles is around 15 to 25 pounds. Now you might be going, wow, that's really high. I thought cars driving, obstacles like this would be running less. Well, that's true. However, you've also got the go fast aspect about it. We've all driven tyres, on low poundage. Back to the petrol station. Service station, gas station, until we go through out here. And it's really swayed and boaty and carried on. So you've got to remember, we have go-fast parts of the course. You need the tyre pressures up for that. You also have the aspect of driving that tyre into a rock and possibly pinching the bead on the side of the rim. So you up the tyre pressures to try and compensate for that. And there is no such thing as a perfect setup. You figure out how to deal in the rock section, basically. The right foot helps with that. Dean and Lee off again. Dean has figured out that line through those rocks on that left-hand side. I've yet to see him really lift. Yeah, some air. We finally seen it. I knew it was coming. Love it. So big shout out to Hambly Haulage. These guys have moved 600-700 tons worth of dirt, about 80 tons worth of rock in here. You guys, these guys to drive over and you guys to watch them drive over it. And at the start of the weekend, this first ramp up, if you will, was like a double step. It's turning into a jump. I kind of like it. For the last blown the top of the hydro bump clean off. So we managed to actually find the cap. I think, looking at it, it almost looks like it's just unwound itself. It is fixable. I believe at the moment he's just running it as it is. It's still a bump stop. It's still going to do the job of stopping that diff coming up and touching something that it shouldn't. However, it's a immediate and firm stop. Normally the hydro is there to slow it down as much as possible, rather than just an immediate hard stop. So he's going to be somewhat cautious, although that jump tells me otherwise. That's it was a bit of fun. It wasn't a competition per se, it was just a driving challenge. And there was a one particular creek road, the guy in front of me, he drove really well, and he's like, oh, that's how you do it, Benji. I'm like, oh, now I'm going to have to back down it. And I looked at my navigator and he went, you bet up. I was okay. So I backed down the creek, being a bit cheeky, as you do. Looks like Blake getting out of the driver's seat. This is a really cool thing with Blake and Sam in the 4404 car, closest to you guys there. These guys swap driver and navvy duties quite often. Now, we said it in the last show and we'll say it again. That is hands down one of the best tactics you can do as a race team, regardless of what you're racing, whether it's rock crawling, ultra 4, anything. Because what it means, the navigator knows that car more than someone who doesn't drive it, because he might get into a really hairy predicament and needs to get out of the car and spot it, and he can drive it. So we'll find it in a spot, wait.
away you go, much like this car in front of us here. These shocks they're obviously tunable. You have 2 different pound rates on the coils as well. This enables you to basically slow that car down in terms of up travel when you want. You can change the pound rates, you can change when the crossover nut changes. It's adjustable on adjustable, we'll leave it at that. However, Phil's car, you can see the Force 4 here that's lining up. There's 2 shocks on every corner.
We're getting higher and higher on the air with this first step up here. It's awesome. Originally this first little hill here was meant to be a double step up to try and, you know, make them work a bit harder.
Back into the front of his car. It's about 20 at the moment. And we're here on the Hambly Haulage Ultra 4, I wouldn't say test course. Nah, it's not a test course. Demo course. Straight on. What do they call it when the, come on, someone help me. The motocross. I'm not a motorbike person. No, when they race side by side on a course like this. I do need to stress and reiterate the fact that this is probably like 30% of what these cars really are capable of. But obviously we are constrained with, well, if you can't fit it on the back of a semi-truck, then we can't bring it. Always Hambly. There you go. They've done a killer job here. They brought in 600-700 tons worth of dirt, 80 tons worth of rock. So side by side here, we've got 2 drastically different vehicles in terms of how they're built. We've got a full independent suspension vehicle, being the blue one closer to you guys, and we have a solid axle car currently leading the makeshift race. Now you're going to see a big mixed bag of vehicles in all forms of Ultra 4. It's not because one's going to be better than the other, it's going to be because you think that's the way to win. Donets, fire extinguishers, skill switches, all those lovely things that help keep you safe, because that is obviously the most important thing. But other than that, stock does mean stock. Now I'm not saying you can't put a lift in your car and you can't operate the shock and stuff like that. It's pretty well you have to have the factory mounting locations of those components. So you're not allowed to take a Patrol, for example, or chuck a 4-link in the back. It does move you up in classes. And that is what we call the entry level class. Get you on the other side of the fence, cut your teeth in the race. You can build crazy wacky suspension. You can do whatever you want because it's how you figure it out. This isn't V8 Supercars. It's not the same car with a different colour skin. And it's my personal favourite. That whole road motorsport. This is obviously a demo. This is not a full boat race. There's going to be plenty of difficult agreements and being the main. Speeds of in excess of 100 k's. Here at Ultra 4, we're racing. Alright? So, what Carl's doing now is just, he's having fun. He's having a bit of a play. Obstacle than some of these race cars can. However, that same obstacle is normally in a race. Oh, that's right. We did change the end of this course. At the end of the Hambly Haulage course there, we had a couple of whoops, and we've changed the whoops into a tabletop. So we might see a little bit of air over there. Everybody loves a jump. And again, Carl's just out here having a little bit of a scratch. Show you guys what happens. This is a pretty cool car. It's actually built in Australia many moons ago. It's a very old car, very old tech. 1.3 litre Suzuki Sierra motor. Hilux diffs. It's got a 3-link front end and a very rare, and I would say not good, unfortunately, 1-link rear end. They are usually found in a Unimog. There's actually one up there if you want to go have a look at it. Basic lower links on the rear are one with the diff. There is no pivot point on the diff. They're solid, welded to the actual housing, and you have a singular pivot point in the middle of the chassis, and that basically pivots up and down, side to side, and a panhard controlling your lateral movement. So you've seen it go this way. We've been doing it all weekend and we're doing a really good job. But guess what? We're going to get down there and do those matches. One side stops rotating, one side rotates around. You can essentially do the same thing with cutting brakes and pivot brakes. Over and off. You might want to do that for, I want to hold the line, I don't want to slip it sideways. It might be because, you know, your back right's in a really big hole and it's pretty well, brake and binding territory. No, this is why to do it. So of course now we've got welcome lighting. This is a really, really cool car. Remount motor, IFS and IRS. The Frankenstein of the car actually runs 100 series outer axles in with nylon front end rears. You won't see the speed of this car able to, I guess, hold in comparison to the others. But you can see he's taking on line with the other arm. Now, in the race world, they'll pretty much say, alright, you've got to go between this point and this point. There might be, say, 3 widths wide.
right there. Now this car is not owned by that man. So you can best part of that community. Okay, every single car here this weekend at Ultra 4. So we have theory. What's the score? Sorry? Good? No. No. So a normal road car has a steering box. This car has. Yeah, well, she won it, so if you and this show as well, guys, right? Up at the Ultra 4 stand is on the main road off to the right. A, we have puppies through up if you want to have a look at it. And B, we're going to start up the Pit Crew Challenge. So we have a tyre bolted to a frame, and we're going to challenge you to undo it, pull it off, put it on the ground, pick it back up, put it back on. Not many people get to even see these things in action, let alone sit in them. Awesome to see. Alright, are we going to roll it once or twice? There's a rock there, Carl. That's what we call it now. Vision is a big thing on these cars. You can see that front diff right there planting into that rock. In the rock crawler world, we want to have the most amount of vision possible. It's actually quite common, not here and not in Australia, but very common in America, where you actually take that motor, put it behind you, and you have full clear vision, almost, like 270 degrees around the frame. You obviously lose a little bit behind you, but that's where your spotter comes in. You can ask, where am I going? What's that? Where? Alright, I do have a couple of drives to pick out. There we go. I'll keep the questions going, so I prefer to just first hand who knows it. I got a Milwaukee Stubby Tour.
suspension setup in the back of that rock crawler is called a what? Sorry? No, it's not. It's kind of close, yeah. Does anybody know? Back, yeah, sir? No. It was a one link. It was, yeah. It was. So it's a one link. Caleb's just reminded me that Carl, the driver of this vehicle at the moment, he actually also owns a rotary powered race car, 13BT, and it's been on display here the last 2 years. He's raced with Ultra 4 New Zealand pretty much from got a couple more stuff to give away. I just bring it gloomy here. It's gloomy here in Australia to do this. It's on you. Just try and chat to the guys, talk about these cars, what they do, how they work, etc. So, so I'm going to buy a plan very soon. One shirt, it's a medium, so the person that yells that makes really attention. Alright. Real proper question start. And a Milwaukee beating here. Every car is running something on the wheels. What are they called? Speed lockers. And if you don't know what speed lockers are, basically you have your rim, right? The tyre goes on that rim, and then you have a locking ring go on the outside, it bolts it all together. 20. So actually it's about 15 to 20. Some cars I know in Australia are about 24. So why do they do that? Lower tyre pressures, right? We've all done it before. You get off the beach, you get off the trail. Yeah, first, get out, I'm gone.
Rightio, I speak English, not as good as Benji. We're going to strap him into this thing, and he's going to hold on to the microphone, and he's going to present from inside the vehicle.
So I'm going to drop range, guys. I'll just continue to talk, so I will apologise in advance if essentially you can't hear me. So the last time I did do, like, yeah, and then my driver went, yo, it was really funny. I'll probably just hold off until we get to have a problem I'm a rock crawler, I go slow. My car's V8. My car's currently nursing a bad engine mount. By bad, I mean it's broken. The passenger side, hello. Its engine mount is actually a ratchet. Oh yeah, information from here. This is great. All right. Okay. Back into the rock. That's all. Pretty good. You are interrupting my fun. What do you want? Now he's not extra. He's been running all weekend. He broke a shock yesterday. Caleb and I spent way too long pulling a repair shock apart. Lots of swear words were involved. I just drank a beer the whole time, to be honest. The next one, Ryan, we've got Carl and his rock crawler. Now, I tried very hard last show to not get change the tone of voice. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Rock crawling, that's my jam. That's my blood. I absolutely love it. I'm addicted to it in every way, shape, or form. So, pretty awesome to see rock crawler out here. Now, this is not an Ultra 4 car. It's not a race car. This car is essentially built to go and find the dumbest, stupidest obstacle and go and try to drive it. So you can see Carl's taking it much more slower, but he's also taking the harder line, the actual decently sized rocks. Now, again, I talk funny, I'm from Australia, and these are little pebbles to what we get up to. I'll show them what we do, and we've got another new victim here. I just had to check a name, sorry guys. We've got Sean in that black, red, blue, multicolored. I so wanted to see this up here. Sorry guys. Vitara buggies does a bit of winch challenge stuff, and this truck. What's what? It's cool. That's what it is. What's his name? Sean? Matt. Alright, so it's Matt in the truck. We've got Matt. TD40. Is it a TD42? Oh man. Oh no, Daihatsu Hijet. I don't think we got them in Australia. But you know what? It's one of those things where I go, I don't know what that is, but I want it. I need it. Alright, this is really cool. The guys are going to keep laps doing around. Are we spinning it back around, Caleb?
Yeah, no, you're down. I'm looking at
We're coming sideways. On the rock crawler there, good job, Carl. Got Sean at the Vitara. He's moving a bit, so he apparently does do some winch challenge stuff, so he does know how to move. The fact that Matt is jumping that truck, but he's worried about the sum. That makes me so happy. It's the little things in life. I love it. I love how, as the weekends progress, people are getting more and more confident in their cars. They're figuring out what they can do. So I've just been told, I'd like this certain information to you guys. Unfortunately, getting one out here, I just didn't shout out the back of the one there. We have some
wild PTO winches. That's a good PTO winch, power takeoff. Oh, the fact he's jumping it is so good. That's bad. I can even see Sid smiling at him in the car behind him. So it looks like we're going to start running these cars backwards as well. If you guys still have idea what they can do, it's honestly, I've said it before, I'll say it again, probably 30% of what these are capable of is honestly nothing. To give you a bit of an idea like this, kind of what I'm referring to, obviously you're having absolutely zero disrespect. You haven't got one front one, you're going to crack foot control, like 6 inches, 7 inches. Take a break. Take that really well. And one minute to get towards the end when look, it makes it even more impressive in terms of what is 3, 2, 1, go! Now, this is not a race, guys, but however, these cars are races. These drivers thrive in this type of situation. I just heard, I don't know who said it, I just heard a race track. Well, I don't know who won that. They'll have a gentleman's agreement what they're doing. He's going to race him down the backside with max speed run. Alright, so rolling. Yes. Organised chaos. So this is Ultra 4 New Zealand demonstration. Make it minus the rock forest truck. With that in I will be back. There's that case. So the different classes and fitness classes. Flag girl, get over there! So the 5 different classes ranging from entry level right through to junior however you use it. Now, the entry level is 4600 stock class. So if you want to know what class the car is in, you'll notice on the race number is 4404. 44 means 4400. Car right beside it, 4417. Also meaning 4400. That is an unlimited class with the later. How many gallons? Obviously, we also need a helmet. Now, if you think, oh, is she going to be okay? Believe this or not, she's safer in that car rolling onto its roof. I did buy an old car. Decided to wear it for myself. A bit of an outdated package. My shoulder hit the ground. I landed at the base of the hill, or right down, and I said to Mark, did I go through the finish gate? He laughed and said, yes, that is the way to go down. Then I looked at the roof. First rifle victim with another Caleb. One more, you can choose. Okay, hang on. We had an idea, didn't we? We were going to talk about that's the name.
So, you've just seen Carl coming into the rocks there, and we've seen Sean, I'm sorry, names, I really should be better at. We've seen Sean coming up and over the jump, and I bet you at least one person there went, oh, what happens if he hits him? Well, the answer is nothing. I need a question. Yeah, we can ever so faintly hear the sirens on, I think that's Ethan's car. Yep. No, it's actually a bit quieter than I thought it would be. Maybe there's some mud stuck in there, because you know, yous have this dirty thing that comes off the ground. Yuck. That's okay. Yeah, it's very quiet.